thought we'd vlog today, huh? So this is my laundry room. Look, my laundry room is pretty cool. Got a little fridge, got a whole area. But this is how it always looks, man. We got laundry all over the place, like between 3 kids who play sports, lift. My wife and I would go through a lot of laundry. Anyway, some morning supplements I take, of course, Immortal. Got Alchemy, Flora, a little bit of Yohimbine. So in this cup is, every morning I start the day with this. Mental Jewels, Nectar, Machine Greens and Reds, and I put a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So I drink this whole shaker. It's all full of water. Take down my pills with it. And that's how I get my day going. Make sure I get in, get in all my vitamins and nutrients. Health is everything. And if you look at what I'm taking, like Nectar, it's something that is great for my organs and my body. So this is how I start my day. There's my house. Don't look at the address. You'll dox me. I mean, it's not that hard to find. Houses on the internet, right? Like, you can find where everybody lives. So I'm walking my 2 dogs. Here's Blaze is the white one. Ruckus is the golden one. And it's that time of the year where now it's like 55 plus degrees in the morning. So I can actually walk my dogs again. It was a little too cold. Like anything below 40, I'm not walking the dogs. I love starting my day with this. Sometimes I'd go on the True Form, but honestly, like, the steps aren't an issue. I get steps throughout the day coaching. It's getting out, getting the sunlight, the fresh air as the day starts. That's what really makes you feel good. So this walk takes about 20 minutes. It's just a loop around my block. A lot of y'all have been asking, believe it or not, about my hats. So I wear a Michigan hat all the time. And the reason is not because I went to Michigan. My brother actually did go to the University of Michigan. I did not. I went to a small D3 school in California. Is my daughter is going to the Kelly School of Business at Indiana University. And I'm really proud of her because that's a very hard school to get into. And she's a direct admit, which is really hard. And so I'm wearing this hat. And you'll also see me in a purple Kansas State Wildcats hat. And the reason is, if you've seen my Instagram or my Twitter, my nephew Jaden Lobliner is the designated hitter, backup first baseman and backup catcher. So he's full-time designated hitter, but they'll put him in the field. He's a sophomore. He's crushing it. He already has 3 home runs this season. I'm actually going to see him tomorrow. He's playing at UT Knoxville. Love that kid like he's my own. I don't want to get teary-eyed, but like, man, I love my family, and Jaden has always been just the best. Hardest working kid. My brother and his wife Ginger did such a fantastic job with that child. But, it's one of those things where Katie and I were talking last night. While I was talking, my brain thinks about things that a lot of people don't think about. And one of that is death. Like, if religion's not real, if there's no Jesus or God or heaven, what happens when we die? All these thoughts, emotions, all these things we've learned, the experiences, they just die with us. All the education, all the memories, all the feelings, they die with us and they carry on through the living. So I'm kind of on the fence as an agnostic, someone who's really struggling with figuring out my belief system in God or Jesus or whatever it may be. And I'd love to think there's an afterlife that we carry on in some form. But the science and the scientist in me doubts it. Most of my science buddies are agnostic or atheist. So that leads me to, what happens? So I look at life like this, and I don't know if I've told you all about, my new thought is I'm 43 years old and I hope, God willing, if there is a God, right, to live till at least 86. So I'm only halfway there. So I'm basically all this experience, education. Like, I don't have to start. Like, when I was 0 to 18 years old, I didn't have anything. I didn't have education, didn't have experience. So I look at it this way. I have a whole new life to live. And I already have amassed enough memories where I could die tomorrow. And I've lived a very full, very prosperous, very great life. Full of memories and mistakes and great choices and all the above. So I'm actually going to go back to school and get my master's degree. It'll be like a 5 to 10 year plan. And then when I'm done with all this business ownership stuff, I'm going to go back and teach high school. Yeah. I want to work with kids. I want to change lives. So that's where I'm looking at. But the reason being is that we only go around this sphere once. And whether we get to live eternally or it all just stops, that's how I'd like to live the rest of my life. So I want you guys to challenge yourself. Since we only have one time around this earth, let's live it perfectly as we can. Get those memories, carry on the legacies, make those mistakes. But even if you're in your 40s, realize you're not even halfway done, my man. Meal one, that's ground beef, 2 whole eggs, sourdough toast, some Himalayan salt. Not a keto guy, not a low-fat guy. Like, it's a balanced meal. Keeps your blood sugar right. And honestly, I think eggs are just American breakfast. So, thing is, when you have so many people living in a house, 5 people, you're going to have dishes. We're in a constant battle of dishes. That's what we do. Anyway, guys, pre-workout today. Here it is. So, dude, the guys at Ice Shaker sent me this big Tiger Fitness jug. If you want us to carry these, just let me know. In here, I have Sniper, Expansion, Stack. In here, I have 4 scoops of machine fuel. So that's the day. It's leg day. It just has, so I don't have a split. It's just where it happens to fall. Leg day this week happened to fall on Monday. Yesterday I did chest with Steven. You guys might know him as Seamus. So leg day it is. It's going to be quad dump. So there's Carbon Performance, Carbon Culture. No one's ever in this one. It's Carbon Culture. So great place to work out if I just want to get it done. I don't have time today. My problem is I talk to people. So next thing you know, I miss half the workday talking to folks. So I can't do that today. But anyway, first thing, working on my wife Katie. So leg curl. This is going to be my all-out failure set. Then I do just light leg extensions just to warm up my knees. So this first thing is meant to, 1, get my hamstrings out of the way because they're my weakest body part. Well, my whole body's weak according to the internet. And then I go and just do distraction with the leg extension to get my knees warmed up. So we go heavy on hack squat and all that good stuff. I got so big, I got stuck. My legs screamed. On these, I'm literally doing 10 pounds more than Katie's doing. Warming up the knees. So my left knee was bothering me for a while, so I'm just preemptively wearing my strong sleeves. Just making sure they're just warm. These don't do much, but just keep your knees nice and warm. It's not like wrapping up or any shit like that. Just keep them nice and insulated, nice and warm, because it just helps. It just helps.
Very interesting. This is a calf lift. Yeah.
Really? Are you trolling?
This is so interesting. You can watch Marc's butt go up and down.
This is what I have to deal with.
I don't care.
This is why I don't do vlogs anymore.
Because he interrupts my workout. I have to work out.
Bringing back early 2000s vibes, y'all. If you guys like this, we'll keep it going. It's not that big of a deal for me. I don't eat that often. And I just wanted to bring back sludge, okay? So right now we got Planta. This is the chocolate caramel candy bar, aka Twix, but I can't say that because I like not being sued by large candy makers again. Don't make me bring that up. Anyway, 2 scoops Planta. That's 40 grams of protein. While I'm mixing this up, we'll talk about our workout. So you saw most of it, and that was pretty heavy for me. My left knee's been giving me issues, and man, that felt really good. Like I'm getting really strong, feeling really good. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm actually, in the videos you see me talking, you know, you can't really tell how big I am. Right now, I'm about 216 to 220, depending on the morning. And I'm feeling really good. If you're wondering about this Kansas State hat, instead of the University of Michigan hat, my nephew is Jaden Lobliner. If you watch college baseball, he's crushing it right now, literally hitting dingers every day. He's their DH. He's also played first base, and he's a catcher by trade. So they have a really good catcher right now. So I think they just want his bat in the lineup, and he has a great glove, great arm. It's a great kid overall. So what I do is I add almond milk. Now, Planta isn't like whey. Planta will take a lot of liquid. And if you think about it, it's brown rice and pea protein. The old thing was when you got water on your iPhone, what'd you do? You put it in rice, Katie. You're not supposed to do that anymore, but let me get to why I said that. Don't do that. Is because rice absorbs liquid. So it only makes sense that a derivative, the protein from rice, would also have that effect. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix it. It's a little different consistency, but still, it's more of a pudding than a sludge, if that makes sense. This is actually equivalent of about a whole banana. We keep bananas. We got so many frozen bananas in the freezer. In fact, some might say we have a whole bunch of them. Take that. Did you guys get that dad joke?
That was so dumb.
You're dumb. They can't hear you. You don't have a mic. I'm never giving you a mic. You're mic free. So we're going to cut these, trying not to cut our fingers off. My dogs, if you can hear, you can't hear their claws. They're really excited about this. They're not getting anything. So leg day, it's not the funnest day, but I've learned, I don't do, Jared Feather actually gave me this word. I don't do a lot of their training style, but like, he recovers better because he doesn't do junk volume. And the reason I used to do many more sets, but the reason I stopped where I stopped is because I was done. Like there was absolutely no way that I was going to get more sets and reps and accomplish anything with the level of fatigue I had from those hack squats and even the pendulum. I'm like, dude, like 1 plate on each side on the pendulum. I'll make you guys, if you guys have never done an Arsenal pendulum, I've seen people go in there, put 1 plate on and 1 plate, just 1 total, and get floored. And these are big dudes. It is a heavy machine. Arsenal just has a way of making things heavy. Post-workout meal here. And my next meal, probably be beef and rice. I keep things simple during the day. I might throw in some veggies with it. And that's pretty much it. So looking at what I ate today, first breakfast, higher in fat, good amount of carbohydrate. We had about 40 grams of carbohydrate. I'd say probably around 20 to 25 grams of fat, around 30 to 40 grams of protein. This meal is 40 protein, and that's about 20 grams of carbs. So not that many calories, not really pounding them in. Again, I'm not trying to gain weight. Gaining weight at my age, I'm not going to gain much muscle. Like I'm not on that kind of steroid cycle, and I'm just not young. So my goal is to lift as hard as I can, put on as much lean mass as possible. And I'm not trying to gain, I'm not trying to lose, but I eat till I feel good. I eat till I feel right. I eat till I'm satiated, but I don't overstuff either because that's just going to leave me in a position where I'm not going to function in life. And I pay my bills with my brain, not my body, unfortunately. Fortunately, because if I was paying it with my body, my family would be broke. So that's where I'm at. So again, if you haven't tried sludge, ambrosia planta, frozen bananas, you can put frozen berries, absolutely delicious. Come with me to my office. I'll show you my lunch. So here's the deal. Like the reason I don't vlog much, I might do some one hand. Oh, you bend with your knees, not your back. reason I don't do this much, vlogging much, because my life is really boring. I sit in my office all day. I enter orders, and I'm on conference calls, and that's it. And here's the thing is that lately, you know, you'll see me, I'll dress up sometimes because I got to look good for some conference calls depending on who I'm talking to. So that's kind of my thing. But anyway, this is my meal. What's in here? Got about 3/4 cup rice, 6 ounce ground beef, and then some mixed vegetables from Costco. It's kind of like melange à trois. And it's got Brussels sprouts and peppers and mushrooms. It's really good. So in here, 6 ounces of meat. That's about 40 grams of protein, 45 grams of protein. The rice, probably about 40 grams of carbs and whatever's in the veggies. So that's my normal meal. So I've had so far today the egg thing, right? The eggs, the ground beef, and the toast. And then I've had the planta with the banana, and this is meal 3. It's currently 2 o'clock. So I'm a little behind on meals, but we'll be able to catch up. And if I miss a meal, I miss a meal. It is what it is. Unless I'm like really getting ready for a show, I'm not really mad at it, right? I do the best I can, and that's what I can do. So again, like this is my life right here. This is it. What's in this bag? So my brother, for Christmas, we had like the Secret Santa thing. He got me a bunch of my favorite. You can tell by the back, like I have over there, Kirby Puckett's my role model as a kid. So my brother bought me a whole bunch of these Kirby Puckett cards, and I don't know how to display them, but I'm gonna find a way. So that's what's in that bag, in case you were wondering. But here's my setup. You know, I got the mic right here, and that's my background. So, and there's the cami face. So this is what I do. So yeah, I mean, I'm not eating that crazy much, but as you can tell, I eat like go ahead and get this meal out of here. So yeah, you're right. I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten at all since my last meal, which was at 1. I missed a meal today, fellas. We're not all perfect. Pretty simple. The veggies kind of filled me up a little too much too. I wasn't hungry. So I get in that office, I start working, and I just can't. I had 2 conference calls. I had a lot. I'm still behind. Not complaining, but anyway, check it out. Beef and rice. Not much to say. I'm a pretty simple man. I don't crave anything. I might have some pineapple for dessert. We'll see how I feel, but I haven't had an outright bar today too. Usually I have 2 to 3 outright bars. I haven't thought about eating outright bar. Might have that for a snack tonight. That sounds good. An outright bar for a snack. But for now, let me just get this down. Again, appetite's just not there. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think leg day was so hard, it just killed my appetite for the day. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Whatever. Ooh. Well, looks like Cammie had an outright crisp bar. She left her trash on the counter. Her keys are wide. No, it's her. Implicated. I'm gonna get back to work. One thing I do for my health, I try to do as often as possible, is the sauna. So I sit in here for 20 to 30 minutes when I can. I try to do every night, but I normally can't. And I'll tell you what, it's a huge difference maker. Not necessarily in how I feel, but in longevity. I know that doing this is really good for my health and might decrease the chance of me dying. So, hey, here's this. I realized I was behind on protein today. I've only had like 160 grams. So anyway, check it out. Blueberry muffin MTS whey, some Greek yogurt, boom, mixed together. Pretty awesome, huh? Then top it off, s'mores outright bar. Good to go. It's my meal. Again, I don't eat that much, don't eat that crazy, don't need that big bubble gut or anything like that. But hard day of training, hard day of work. Would have filmed more, but again, man, my life's pretty damn boring. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you like it, comment down below. We'll do these every day if you like it. If you don't, watch it. We won't do it because it's a waste of time. Let me know and we'll keep this going. That's not a game. You've got to hear this. This is crazy. Ambrosia Planta is now available over 1,200 doors nationwide.
Wait, is that the one that I use every day? Yes. That mixes the best, tastes the best, and has the best amino acid profile?
Yes, from something that was direct, that people just wanted so bad. We grew into Vitamin Shoppe, then into Hy-Vee, and now into every single Sprouts across the nation. Look at that, right at eye level, Madagascar vanilla, melted chocolate, and cinnamon roll. Cammie, which flavor would you like?
I would take the chocolate, please.
I knew you would. Enjoy, available now at all Sprouts nationwide.